Zach Lowe and Brian Windhorst reporting that the NBA has opened an investigation into how free agency was conducted this summer. The scope of the investigation still to be determined, but sources say it will likely focus on some of the earliest reported deals on June 30th due to the belief that tampering rules may have been violated. So, Greeny, let's get Jalen's take on all that.
Yeah, I was actually watching a very interesting conversation they were having about this on The Jump yesterday, and Rachel was leading the discussion about if you're the NBA, do you really want to start asking people for computer records and emails and text chains? You want to open up that Pandora's box. Do you think the NBA has to do a really serious investigation into whatever tampering went on here?
I think that an investigation should happen because you have to protect these smaller markets in the league that have now lost out on the big name player. I have been a person that talks so much about the top players in the game don't follow markets. But it's new now because all of the top players have championships. So LeBron, Kawhi, KD, they all chose markets.
Yeah.
So that changes the game. And by the way, the money that these owners and teams make, tampering fines are worth it. People forget the Clippers and Doc Rivers actually got fined last year for tampering with Kawhi Leonard. Mm-hmm. The Clippers actually fired Bruce Bowen to position themselves for Kawhi Leonard.
Correct.
The Lakers and Magic Johnson were fined for tampering with Paul George and Greek Freak. It equaled Anthony Davis, and they signed the Greek Freak's brother.
But here's my question. I get that. But it feels to me like all those things happen, but they don't really matter. I feel like the players are the ones who are making these decisions, and you can't govern that, right? You can't keep LeBron James and Anthony Davis from trying to recruit Kawhi Leonard. That's not what we're talking about. All the tampering that Doc Rivers and all them didn't have any impact on what wound up happening with these stars. That's my position.
Not true.
The players who were deciding
Not true,
this stuff.
because while we give the players all of the credit for the big three and the Heatles in Miami, the people that's behind the scenes ain't paying attention to the fact that Pat Riley actually cleared off the salary cap for it to happen.
Right. Now, they have to do that part of it. I understand
all right,
that.
The Clippers had to clear out 2 max spots for it to happen. So it's a duality. And I agree with you. You can't legislate what the players are going to plan in advance. And in this era of free agency, pre-agency, guys are planning years ahead. I'm going to say this right now. Don't be surprised if Anthony Davis ends up with the Bulls.
He's already talking about that.
Okay? We see Kawhi Leonard and Paul George go back to California. We see LeBron James go back to Cleveland. He's already planting the seeds. So you can't legislate that.
That's what I'm saying. So just to sort of wrap it up here in the 15 seconds I have left, there's nothing they can do about this, right? Players have this authority, and they're going to use it.
They have it. They're going to use it. And also, just like colleges used to recruit players that were juniors and seniors, now they're giving offers to 8th graders. And you see billion-dollar owners, yes, you can legislate what they do with the salary cap, but what about their other businesses? Okay? They have so many other ways to impact the players. You think a star player that works for one of these owners is going to his restaurant or going on one of their cruises and actually paying for it?
No, there's so many other pieces to this. I agree. I don't think it's ever going away.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN Plus. We'll see you there.